Let's have a look at this post shared out by Senior Counsellor Ahmednassir Abdullahi a few hours ago. Ahmednassir Abdullahi, Honorable Raila isn't just the new center of power, he's the future center of power. He will decide probably in a date in 2026 whether or not President Ruto's government should come down tumbling to the ground. He will also decide whether President Ruto will serve 2 terms or just 1 term. Honorable Raila is that powerful. And then Senior Counsel has attached that Saturday Nation of today, Raila new center of power. So in other words, Senior Counsel is saying that as long as Raila Odinga supports Ruto, Ruto will win any election in Kenya. As long as Raila supports him, Ruto should not worry. Let's have a look at some reactions from Kenyans upon Senior Counsel sharing out that post. And I've selected these comments because I feel they are going to form the basis of our analysis right now. Paul Kane, Baba ni Baba, but the Gen Z have the final say. Nyabasa Danvers, Ruto gambled on Raila's age and health. Look at Biden. If Babu Owino will not wrestle odium from Raila, then Ruto may be luckiest conman. Otherwise, if someone else decides to wrestle odium from Raila and be successful, Ruto will see the huge dash Kibaki saw in 2007. Nesh, go back in history 1997 to 2002, Raila was in bed with the government. In the last minute, he jumped ship and joined Kibaki. Fast forward, this tape will be replayed. Gabriel Oguda, fan account. Senior, correction. Raila isn't just the new center of power, but rather the past, present, continuous, and future center of power. Mzee, I hope he'll be in the ballot cause we ain't giving Ruto again. Gadoronjo, Ruto is a political prisoner of Raila mchezo tu. Kweti, wafuasi wa baba bado wako na aura. Look at them buying the narrative. PK Ndegwa, in simple terms, Raila Odinga is the enigma of Kenyan politics. Arega X, not anymore. He may have hoodwinked and bamboozled previous generations, but not Gen Z. In fact, we have exposed him as greedy, opportunistic individual with no shame. Those are some of the comments, and we are saying that they are somehow balanced comments. Kenyans have got varied opinions on Raila's alleged handshake with Ruto. I want us to answer 3 questions in this video. The first question, can any politician currently in Kenya wrestle ODM away from Raila Odinga? Or can any politician currently in Kenya wrestle Raila Odinga's traditional support away from him? That's the first question. The second question, who are the Gen Zs? Because I've seen somebody there saying that Gen Zs will not allow that. So, who are the Gen Zs? The third question, is it that Raila Odinga has lost his traditional support base because of the alleged handshake between him and Ruto? Has that affected Raila Odinga's support base? And has he lost a significant support because of that alleged handshake between him and Ruto? Let's start with the first question. Can any politician, this current crop of politicians, wrestle ODM away from Raila Odinga or wrestle away Raila's traditional support base? The answer is a very big no. No politician currently in Kenya can wrestle away ODM from Raila Odinga or can wrestle away Raila Odinga's support base from him. As things are, Raila is enjoying support in Nyanza. If I talk of Nyanza, I'm talking of Luo Nyanza and Kisii Nyanza, Western, Coast, and Nairobi. Those four regions are Raila Odinga's fanatical support base. If you look at the prevailing political situations in the country, I believe Raila Odinga still holds those support bases. And I'm saying that because the current crop of politicians are all angling to enter into some unholy alliances. If you look at the emerging political alliances, Raila will most definitely team up with Ruto. Ruto is the enemy to a good majority of Kenyans, but Raila has not been all that an enemy. If you look at Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo, Rigathi is the enemy, and Rigathi will most definitely team up with Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo has not been that of an enemy, but Rigathi is. Those will be the major political realignments going towards 2027. Unless Kalonzo rethinks or makes a U-turn to join Raila Odinga's team. But if Kalonzo proceeds the way it's going, then he'll enter most definitely into an alliance with the Rigathi Gachagua, or he will go on his own. Rigathi will go on his own. Those will be the major political realignments. And looking at all these political realignments, each of them has got the enemy, Ruto here and Rigathi there. So no current crop of politician will be able to wrestle Raila Odinga's support base from him unless that person decides to go on his own, and maybe some Gen Zs decides to support that person. So the status quo will remain. Raila will still continue controlling his traditional support bases. The second question, who are the Gen Zs? Because that's the elephant in the room. This is something I've always repeated here. Gen Zs are not living in a vacuum. Gen Zs are Kenyans, and some have been voting. Gen Zs are people who are against William Ruto's rule, and a majority of them are Raila Odinga supporters or who are Raila Odinga supporters. They were just joined by a few Kenya Kwanza supporters who felt William Ruto was persecuting Rigathi Gachagua, or some Kenya Kwanza supporters who were disappointed that Ruto was not keeping the promises he made to them in 2022. So the few Kenya Kwanza supporters and these ones who never voted for Ruto, they joined forces to form Gen Z. And now that Raila Odinga is embracing William Ruto, it's clear Raila Odinga supporters who are in Gen Zs are clearly being compromised. So Gen Zs might not be as strong as they were before Raila Odinga embraced Ruto. And as time goes by, I'm seeing most of these Gen Zs who are supporting Raila Odinga, they'll be panel beaten into supporting Raila's direction. A whopping majority, if not 80%, will eventually support Raila's cause. So at the end of the day, Gen Zs will be too weak to make any major political decision. And also Kenyans should understand that Gen Zs are strong because they are tribeless, leaderless, partyless. The moment Gen Zs forms their leader or forms their party, that will be the end of Gen Z's strength. They are only strong because they are leaderless. The moment they name their leader, that will be the end of Gen Z's. So I'm seeing a situation where come the next election, the major political formations will still be calling some serious shots. So Gen Zs are not living in a vacuum. They are Raila Odinga supporters Kalonzo supporters, Ruto supporters, Rigathi supporters. Those are the Gen Zs. Is it true that Raila Odinga has lost his support base because of his alleged handshake with Ruto? It's true upon Raila Odinga's alleged handshake with William Ruto coming out in the public, a majority of Raila supporters were not happy. A majority. But if you look at things as things unfold, that anger is dying down. That anger is clearly dying down. And before long, Raila Odinga supporters will all rally behind Raila Odinga. It's true a majority were disappointed. But with the new political realignments, most of them, the anger is dying off and they are starting to support Raila Odinga. That's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. And we are not here to massage anybody's ego. Eventually, we'll be faced with the two devils, Ruto, Raila, Rigathi, Kalonzo. And we all know that Uhuru was better than Ruto. Ruto is better than Rigathi Gachagua. So supporting Rigathi, in my honest opinion, is shooting oneself on the foot. If you hate Ruto, supporting Rigathi is the height of political stupidity. If you hate Ruto, hate any alliance that will feature Rigathi Gachagua. And that message goes to our brothers from the Kamba Nation. I'm seeing some have started getting excited of a possible Rigathi Kalonzo alliance. If you hate Ruto, supporting a Kalonzo Rigathi alliance is the height of political stupidity. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you are not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you.